There you go. Alright. Alright. So this message isn't going to be that long, to be honest. Hey everybody, it's mostly a 7 here to do a SNR message. What's goody to all my singers and rappers? So basically, I have a channel message, but the channel message, I guess, has something to do with the man Shannon Sharpe. That's right. I don't really know too much about Shannon Sharpe's background. I does know is that, I've seen him interview a few celebrities, and that's going to be very interesting to read. The overall zodiac signs, sun signs, and embodiments are Taurus, Aries, and Capricorn. Now, the fact that these three zodiac signs all together are in regards to the embodiment of this message, Taurus has to do with government officials, money, marriage. So that's a few things. Then, in regards to business, entrepreneurship of some sorts. Sometimes even chaos if used in the wrong connotation. So, but Capricorn ruling the industry, whatever industry a person is, this has something to do with career, a possible marriage, or maybe some money. Now, before I get into the celebrity and talk about that, the channel message is that man tarnished his career by having sexual relations with underage people. That is not an accusation. That is the channel message that I had right before the news of Shannon and that sexual assault lawsuit. If I'm not mistaken, he has to pay, or he's said that he is going to pay $50 million to the accuser. No one pays $50 million for something they think is going to end well in court. Yes. In the comment section, the person said, oh my God. Oh, I don't like using God's name, but that is wild. Now, I don't, like I said, I am not privy of Shannon Sharpe or who he is outside of seeing him do these interviews of the celebrities. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Let's talk about real quickly. So I'm seeing from the channel message, even American Heritage Society number decoding, a few channel messages within the cell phones. Something about a man, something about sexual relations, and something about people. Now, underage, if it's not being that dramatic, God forbid, we don't want people touching nobody's children. If underage could just mean somebody who is younger than themselves. So, whomever the Shannon Sharpe accuser is, I have not followed up with the story. This could be somebody, obviously, that is younger than him in age. They're saying in the channel message, when I say they, I'm talking about God. I'm just using my pronouns and nouns and all that. So, tarnish. So, it's something he can't come back from. Maybe that's why the $50 million that Shannon Sharpe has to pay out to his alleged victim, the amount should just let you know that even, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Even if he's a court, even if, we really knew what was going on, even if he didn't do this settlement that he's trying to do with this underage girl, it's a pretty high number. God forbid, it's just so what don't you want everybody to know? Because if it's not that bad, if the person's not telling the truth, it's just, thank you. You know what Carl's mean. I appreciate you in the comment section. Thank you for my necklace. No, my necklace. Hello, Rasputin. What's goody? You showing off for the Ash clans? Shake it. It's not a lick. There's not a lick ass. But you can go listen to that in the HS playlist. So, you said my smile is pretty. Thank you in the comment section. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? In my chat. Unless you want to go listen to, you can go listen to Tears from the Age Ambassador playlist. Mr. Jackson, you've been, Lil Durk. Why are you talking about Lil Durk in that? You want, if you want a little information about that, you're gonna have to go Patreon. Honestly, God allows me to speak about anything, but honestly, that particular person is like just demographic. Like, all he talked about Dirk in regards to one thing, but that's because of a drink, and I don't want to talk about that. You know, that's cool. He said you ain't going. Ew. Oh, that's in the comments. That's the person in the comments section name. I thought that was the comment. I'm like, who this person talking to? I was about to get real rude. My bad, y'all. Let me get back on track. Y'all is lit in the comment section. Yes, come on, HS supporters. Dang, I ain't pick a moderator in a while. Anywho's, let me know if y'all need Cash App Live, if y'all want your own videos. But for right now, we're doing SNR, singers and rappers, celebrities, so on and so forth. So the theme is Shannon Sharpe and this alleged lawsuit. Something about a tarnished career. Somebody really likes something. He likes younger women. It's something about a fetish for younger women. You know, there's a thing where like younger women like older guys and older men like younger women. It's not always, but there's a good percentage. There's statistics that prove that that's a thing. So that might, like I said, I don't know if Shannon Sharpe is married. I think he is. The reason he might be married, I'm not sure. Don't quote me. Is because I remember when that, you know, now I think about it, while he's been doing these interviews, we're going to get to that, but he's been doing these interviews, he's kind of been in the media a lot for these, like, humiliation rituals, I would call them. You can learn more about that on the Patreon. So, like, the last thing I remember them talking about Shannon Sharpe as his interviews, besides his business, besides what he does for a living, is that he had that lady handbag, right? Oh my goodness. Now, there's one thing about Fab. I don't know if he did it on purpose. I don't know if somebody was like out to get him, trying to be funny or something like that. If you want to learn more about humiliation rituals, you can purchase one of my books, Barnes and Noble. I'm trying to think what's a better one. The Watt book, the Critical Tips. You can go purchase that under Multimedia 7. So I started thinking about person. The first, it's something about his interviews that's very significant while we're talking about humiliation rituals. You know, and for something embarrassing to happen to somebody, and then they're supposed to gain from the situation. That's not always the case with each person. You know, the more that I'm in tune with the spirit and researching certain things that God is bringing to me to, you know, relate a message to y'all, in regards to human rituals, if someone tries to force a humiliation ritual onto you with negative intent, like it was intentional, they want you to, the person, the enemy, whomever wants you to suffer or be in a bad position, people to laugh at you, you usually gain more in the situation than the enemy, so-called enemy, wants you to have. Now, when those situations where it's a humiliation ritual and you're going down bad, over 50 million for an alleged lawsuit for negligent, deviant sexual behavior, possibly, allegedly, you really don't gain much from that. The only person that comes to mind right now is the actor and singer Tyrese. Oh my gosh, Jayla! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not a mean person. I just really mean worthy. No disrespect to your children. I don't want my kids, but it was like that was like. I guess the more infamous one is, what more do you want for me? Do that not sound like a count? What more do you want for me? Like, oh my gosh. So the first person I thought about with the Shannon Sharp thing is Kanye West. I don't recall why, because of humiliation rituals. Kanye West is the only person that is really relative to social norms in regards to humiliation rituals where they just keep on doing it to him and he always prevails. This man just was speaking about somebody else's family member that he was formerly friends with not too long ago, and he's still in the media. I would have been canceled him. But like I said in the previous message to previous SNR, when it comes to that man, I really try to stay out of it in regards to what he got going on, because you never know what people got going on in their personal lives, with like behind the scenes with other people. You never wrong or right, because there's always three sides to a story. Now, two interviews that are very significant to Shannon Sharp is the Cat Williams interview and the Monique interview. Why are these significant? Because I brought up Kanye West. Kanye West did an interview with the Swain in the Morning. I always talk about it, and he was saying this. He was basically saying like Swain that he went on another radio station, basically face the truth. So somebody might not want to face the truth in the situation. It could be the Shannon Sharp. You could do that lawsuit. Pay that lawsuit. Get that settlement. So Cat Williams went on his interview show to be interviewed, and he was basically that there was a false narrative about him. So he started giving his testimonials of his own proof of what he knew. Monique has a similar storyline because she was saying that, oh yeah, that's not funny. Like, I was just talking about like people. I'm sorry, in the comment section. Oh, main man's in the building. Yeah, my man, but like he a supporter. I appreciate my supporters. I always remember her name. So T-Man talking about, when did Kanye West say do his cousin? Like, yo, not only is Kanye West so unserious, his supporters are very unserious. It's like, have you ever mentioned slavery to a bunch of African Americans? When you bring up slavery, people start going nuts. With the 19 hairstyles, Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks hair could never look like this. Rosa Parks, you should have seen it yesterday. Rosa Parks hair could never look like this. Are you crazy? Show me one picture. Alright, don't send me no picture of Rosa Parks. But I'm just saying, find one picture where you see Rosa Parks look better. You can't. No shade. No shade. Rosa Parks, like, dang, I like, don't have me start going in on the disease, because that's not cool sometimes. So I started thinking about that. Everybody was going crazy when they found out Rosa Parks' man had a car. So that, all right, maybe that is significant. All right, so I saw a meme and people were going crazy talking about they was upset to know that after all that activist movement, civil rights movement, arrested Rosa Parks, where she was told to be removed or to accommodate a Caucasian man back in the day. And the whole time, it was a whole thing, protest. She went to jail, everything. And then just to find out her man had a car the whole time, could have been avoided. So a situation could have been avoided. It's something about a couple, a married couple. It's something about a married couple. It's something about a married couple. What else? Because I'm chanting now. Something something about a married couple. A situation could have been avoided. Somebody, all right. There could have been a situation. I don't know if this is happening. This happened to him already, or somebody in close relations to him. Follow along. There's a married couple where there could have been some cheating allegations, whether within the or brought to someone's attention. The person who was actually committing the infidelity had planned to place their wife with either a lighter skin complexion person or somebody of a different race or ethnicity and somebody, I'm hearing there could have been possible blackmail, and somebody, possibly this wife, was not having it. I'm even this wife could know that her man was stepping her on their relationship, their marriage. Marriage is very significant. So instead of sitting and waiting until, the tower moment happened, this person, was replaced by somebody possibly younger than them, different ethnicity, whatever, right? This person played it cool. Yo, this marriage, you know how some people be like, "To death do his part," and they really mean it. Oh, yo, this is tough. Whatever this situation is, it's a toxic situation where like there's a married couple, and on top of that, in regards to this message, like it's like both of the people in the relationship are toxic. So like the wife knows that the husband is cheating. The wife don't want a divorce. The man already know the woman knows that he's cheating, so he's doing it anyways. The wife ain't think nothing of it till that one female came across her husband. Oh no. I don't know if it's blackmail. I don't know if I don't know if she did something legally in the judicial system behind this man back. This could sound crazy, right? Like I said, this doesn't have to do with the Shannon Sharp lawsuit allegation, but it could. There could be a white. This, like I said, could be somebody around. Just listen. There could be somebody, a married woman, her husband was cheating on her with a particular woman. So so it's giving the indication that whoever this husband is more of like the breadwinner, the provider. So like majority of the income comes from that man. So the woman knew that's the main reason why the wife didn't want to leave the husband, because even if they divorced, she wouldn't be accessible to the funds. So this particular woman that her husband is interested in, to the fact of her knowing that he could have possibly left her for this, she some way somehow came in contact with the alleged side chick mistress. When this wife came in contact with the side chick mistress, what she did was, it was more of a befriending thing. I think this woman was very straightforward. Was like, listen, I know you don't love this man. You want some money. This wife told this side chick mistress, listen, want this man money? I need you to leave. I got you. File that lawsuit. File that lawsuit. I'm gonna make sure you are well taken care of. Woo! It can even make the situation worse if, for the man, the husband, if he wasn't treating the side chick mistress any good to begin with. So imagine, a wife that already, has a toxic relationship with their husbands, in it for the fine and the social influence or whatever, access to the funds, basically. And they're in a toxic relationship, marriage. And then the husband that's stepping out on the man, side chick mistress. He not treating the side chick mistress because he's disrespecting the side chick mistress. And then all of a sudden the wife comes up to the side chick mistress like, hey, he's a piece of and she's like, right? And now the wife like, so I got a plan. Listen, like, oh my goodness. That is so toxic. I heard, you know what's so interesting? I heard, like, I'm not saying it was from God. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like sometimes God will, like, send me a message and then I'll feel me later or whatever, right? Whenever. Yesterday, I was walking into a home and at the door, I heard, if I can't have you, no one else can. But it was in a male voice. Something about a Leo. Like, if I can't have you, then nobody else. Like, what I really heard, like, I heard that, but then that, remember a meme I saw online? It was this guy, it was the winter time. So maybe the winter time is very significant. This could be the time that these two people met. So what time, what around time is that? That's December, January, possible February. I'm not sure. Whatever. So it's something somebody don't want me to know or say. So it's right. So back to the Shannon Sharp and his interviews, right? I already mentioned the two people he did. Those two people are from the industry. One is a comedian and one is an actress. These are some pretty like OG vets in the industry game as far as celebrity, but like Monique in particular, the woman, she has been saying for a long time that I think we were talking about Oprah, something about the Capricorn. I seen allegedly, I seen something where yesterday online where there was files from the P Diddy case in regards to Oprah probably being one of the names listed. I have an American Society class message that I'm gonna do around the summertime. I don't know if information has to unfold before I start talking about it, but God gave me this message maybe like 5 years ago. So something's coming to fruition right now. Monique has been saying about them trying to blackball from the industry, and she's mentioned Oprah's name very heavily. So something about maybe if the if there's a woman side chick mistress or even a wife, I don't know, but like that doesn't make any sense. It would be more of like the husband situation. If the husband is cheating, has a side mistress, the wife could have went and blackmailed the accuser, and however that went and happened, I guess. Oh, you watching from Ghana? I'm glad you over there, Mr. Big Boy. Shout out to you, the big boy from Ghana. Now, why I brought up his profession so much, Mr. Shannon Sharp, in regards to him being if I'm not mistaken, I believe that he did used to play some sort of sports, or he was a sports anchor, something to that extent. I really don't know for sure. I think it's something I overheard. I keep forgetting. All right, I remember what I was about to say. Remember I said I was walking into, excuse me, a home, and I heard a man's voice saying like, if I can't have you, I can't. If I can't have you, nobody else can have you. So maybe this man became like I said, the man wasn't treating this side chick mistress well, so like, or good at all. So like now it can be an indication of this money to this person or some sort of blackmail, whatever, because this person could have started becoming very possessive. Taurus also has to do with like people say like Tauruses have things something to do with materialistics, something of value, like liking things like that, like liking something like you know Taurus like the trophy wife. So even though this man had a wife, like his side chick mistress, he viewed her as a trophy. You know, something shiny, pretty, nice to touch, nice to have, not like entitlement. And this possessive, I'm hearing something about possessive. Like it could have scared this person. It could have scared this person for whatever reason, however that was interpreted or the person was acting. But back to what I was saying about so you got somebody who speaks up on social media all the time and says outrageous, crazy things, and just kind of leaves you the Gemini. Something about something online that we've seen, like that lawsuit allegation. Somebody, you know what? One of the situations like nobody believes you. You're crazy. Next thing you know, this person got to pay out money to this person. What happened? I thought she was crazy. I thought they was crazy. Anyways, they got Cat Williams. Not that Cat Williams. I always see him in that pimp demeanor, even though I know that's one of them roles. Somebody could be like a player or come off that way, but they really like, all right, so like maybe the side chick mistress, when they met this guy, they were just like, all right, you know, the person could have knew who not that this man was married, and was like, all right, I know he got money, so let me get the best out of the situation. That was the intent from the side chick mistress. It also could have been, I'm hearing the side chick mistress. What the side chick mistress didn't understand was that this man that came out to be a player actually, hear it the fuck up. Here we go. This man who was a side chick mistress, we to the Mr. Shannon Sharp, or whoever he's close with or associated with, didn't realize that this player was actually like a very emotional, romantic type. So it was kind of like this person could have been seeming over possessive over this woman. This person could have been like, instead of doing the restraining order, just damn. The person could have just been like, well, this person is married, and I want them to leave me alone, but I want to be compensated because that was the intention the whole time. Lawsuit. Dang. So back to the Cat Williams reference. Cat Williams does comedy. I'm hearing like, what the irony? I keep coming back to this message of I walked into a home and I heard, if I do, nobody else can. This is probably what this person said to this person right before they went and filed a lawsuit. They was like, oh, oh my gosh. And all right, two memes. All right, the first meme I heard after, in reference to when walking into the home, like somebody came into somebody's home, walked into a home. Somebody entered somebody's living arrangement. Somebody like this person was married. This person chose to deal with a married man, and I'm hearing what the irony when they came into this. I'm hearing what the irony when they came into this situation. They had one intention, and whatever happened, transpired within the situation. It's like what the irony. It was not what this person expected. Somebody expected money out of someone they seemed to be a player. This player was actually very romantic. It could be because their wife maybe is not like a nice person. So they went outside the relationship because maybe funds are tied up within the marriage. So while this person outside the marriage is like, yeah, I'm about to get some money. Da, da, da. They got to a situation. This person like, I just need some. Not like that, but like somebody was just like I just need some. I need some TLC for the young thing. And and this person who came there with the intention like to get out the play, the person was like, what the F? So the other meme that I was thinking of just now is all right, the first meme to the situation. There was this guy in this meme, it was wintertime. This is what I was talking about before. Like, somebody just wants somebody to know something about around the wintertime. It could have been like some sort of intent. Good to know. So, in the meme, this guy was outside. It was snowing out, and he was on the phone, I guess, with like his lady, his lover, his girlfriend, whomever. It was a female. And he was to me, you and nobody else in this world. And then like right after he said that, he said he was basically right in her. It was a funny video. I'm not gonna lie. Like things like that shouldn't be funny, but it was just the way it was depicted. I think it was a real video. I don't think it was like a one of them. But like he was just going off, threatening the lady, saying like what she can and can't do in regards to him. That man slipped on some black ice, so focused on this woman who wanted him. Woo! Woo! I'm hearing. Woo! I'm not even gonna say what I just heard. Then you got. It was another meme, but I can't think of it right now. Then you got Cat Williams, comedian, who how do I say it? He always seems to be telling the truth though. Maybe, that side chick mistress who filed the lawsuit, whatever, it could have been under false pretenses. It could have not been. Who's to say, the court system. But Shannon Sharp could have came back to his wife after it made the news, and now his wife knows whether she knew before or whatever. And this man's like, you got to believe me, it's not what you think. Woo! It's possible. Like, it's possible, but but it says he's gonna pay that 50 mil, so or maybe, a romantic situation outside of a marriage took its course and got real nasty. It could have been a toxic relationship, and the man just wanted the woman to leave so bad. It got to the point where he had to then file a lawsuit. The person had to file a lawsuit, or it was, I'm hearing, manipulated that way so that, pay that person to basically leave them. What I find interesting about this interviewer, Shannon Sharp, not a comparison in skill, I would say, but a comparison in colleagues, business relationships, compare and contrast. Main interviewers that came to mind are DJ Academics, Charlemagne the God, and Vlad. I think it's Vlad TV or something like that, right? I'll get into that message. So, Shannon Sharp, from what I see of his interview styles, he's like real buddy, cool. He had the of knowing other celebrities and stuff like that. It's supposed to be a safe space for people to, well, I would say give comedic relief in regards to their own truth. He gives a very inviting space for people to, tell their secrets, or other people's secrets for that matter. Oh my goodness. Hearing a setup. So that's probably how that lawsuit allegation happened. Somebody sent that woman in. Somebody sent that woman to knew it or not. Now, and so while I spoke about his style, I realized something about the three other interviewers. Now, DJ Academics is who actually has done the interview with Kanye West after he said them terrible things about another celebrity's family. Right after he made that wild accusation, this man came on the internet to a DJ Academics interview with a KKK outfit. What my depiction is fighting against white supremacy, and like the whole time I'm just like everybody's laughing at a situation, but if you bring up slavery and the topic of it to a whole bunch of African Americans, there'll be a riot, debate, all that stuff like that. It's like somebody don't want to argue. What's up with that? But DJ Academic. While I was talking about these three interviews, right? Academics previously had incident happened to him where he was threatened or like I don't know. I'm not sure if he was beat up, but I know Charlemagne the God a few years ago he was, and that could have been a humiliation ritual of itself. Then I haven't really heard of anybody targeting or wanting to harm them publicly or something of that sort. DJ Academics provides content. He actually engages with his supporters or people who supporters. I have to say supporters because they come on there and they do these interviews and stuff like that. They feel comfortable enough to have these conversations. One thing for sure, Academics is going to tell it all. Charlamagne the God, from what I heard about the interaction years ago, where he was on. The only thing that come to mind is Charlamagne got a slick mouth. Although that is part of his gimmick and or personality. It's something that those two people did. I'm not saying together, but I don't know. But something those two people did individually that they stopped doing so that, these certain situations would not happen again. I don't know why that's so significant. Now, Vlad TV is very significant to me. As an interviewer, he doesn't show his face. He lets the people talk and show their face. It's something about self-incrimination. Maybe somebody was reading situation like that. The reason why I say like Vlad TV doesn't show his face, right? Because these interviews with people that like they be saying so much stuff, whether it's true or not. To be honest, when it comes to Vlad, it's more hearsay. I'm not saying people be lying on there, but it's like it's kind of into a lot. With Vlad TV, what I noticed is that like one person will come on there, tell their side of the story. Another person will come on there, tell their side of the story. So it's like you kind of. Well, we were just talking about that Diddy court case, right? And we talked Diddy court case, Oprah possibly being named as one of the people tapping to their name on somewhere. I don't know if it was like, regardless, right? Somebody bring into a situation because like multiple people gotta come and tell their side of the story. So it could have been a bunch of people affiliated with somebody to make something, a particular situation or event happen. Now I'm thinking about the interview. The interview, is that a show? Something about a Dave V show, very significant. Is it the interview? It's the something. I can't think about what it is right now. So that could have been a situation. Maybe that's our ride. So the lawsuit was settled for that amount of $50 because if they would have took it to court, there were too many witnesses. That's all I'm saying. In that video Kanye West doing the interview with Academics, he hid his face. And we were talking about Erykah Badu and Kanye West in the previous SNR message, and she was taking pictures and she hid her face at the award show. In one of her pictures that I gave that honorable mention. Maybe it's like the walk of shame. Because Kanye did it. You know what about the evil eye reference? That somebody don't like somebody right now. Maybe that's what I was saying. It could have been possible witnesses that was willing to testify if it did go to court, like to trial. I mean, Cause somebody told their side of the story some way, somehow. All right, I don't think I need to pull any cards for this. That was the message. What's going on in the comments? Violet, you scary. Back Assembly. The perfect world here at American Heritage Society. Thanks. Nobody's perfect, but God is always great. You said I look like Young Thug. I need to. Well, I don't need to look like Young Thug. Like what? I could be his daughter or something. I could look like his protege. Chill, cause I ain't trying to go down for no Rico. I want the only time she look like I'm just like, you know. All right.